Welcome to my American History Notes. I've had some false starts this morning. I do apologize for that. My computer is acting up. My connection might not be good this morning, but I want to go on my conclusions on American history. I'm still in Maryland, talking about Maryland, so I want to talk about that. I'm going to finish up, hopefully, and move to some other colonies. Lord Baltimore was very shrewd, and as a Catholic ruling over his mostly Protestant empire, he was quite careful not to upset the latter. He demanded that his brother, the governor, allow no offense to Protestants and to try to have Catholics worship quietly and in private. Relationships between Catholics and Protestants were so good in the colony that they worshiped in the same building in St. Mary's. Lord Baltimore did have to crack down on the three Jesuits, however. Remember them? They claimed the right to buy land from the Native Americans, Catholic canon law privileges such as freedom from taxation, control of wills and marriages, and of being tried in an ecclesiastical court. Lord Baltimore sent a Catholic layman to try to convince them they were wrong and then appealed to the Vatican, which, in a politically astute move, called them home. The entire government of Maryland flowed from the pen of Lord Baltimore, and it is good that, unlike the Duke of York, the future James II, he believed very firmly in representative government. Although the governing class was composed of mostly Catholics ruling over a Protestant citizenry, Lord Baltimore's benign rule produced goodwill. His Toleration Act of 1649 flew in the face of Catholic political activity in the rest of the Catholic world. This was the era of the massacre in Ireland when the Catholic Church killed an estimated 150,000 Protestants in the most brutal fashion imaginable. But of course, that went both ways. Protestants also slaughtered Catholics, so it was religious wars, which is I talk more about that in my Bible study. However, Lord Baltimore's masterpiece of law stated that no professed Christian should, quote, be in any ways troubled, molested, or discountenanced for his or her religion, nor in the free exercise thereof, nor in any way compelled to the belief or exercise of any other religion against his or her consent. Remember this. Morrison tells us that in no Catholic colonial empire were Protestants allowed to exist, but here, where Protestants were in the majority, but Catholics ruled, religious toleration and liberty were the order of the day. This, along with events in Rhode Island and elsewhere, will lay the groundwork for the unique example of religious liberty that America has offered from its beginning within certain legal limits. King Charles II, as popular as he was, did not have much of a colonial policy. And if the right people were sent from the colonies to speak with him or some disputed matter, and they brought money to be spread around to the right people, then anything was possible. He was a good politician who rewarded friends and punished enemies. And we'll talk next about some friends he rewarded. Take care.